Barry tried to say Barry's my teacher, as he said, so if I don't sound good, you can blame it on him. I just want to start off by saying, as a disclaimer, I curse too much. I've been told I curse too much. I didn't think it was that big of a deal until one day I was talking to my nephew, and I was telling him some elaborate story, and he looked at me and said, "Uncle Josh, that story's stupid as shit." And I was like, hey, come here. We don't say the S word in this house. We don't say stupid. You leave that shit outside. We're adults. We're grown-ups. We're Barneses. We don't do that. It's crazy. I guess I do have an issue. I don't know. I didn't think anything of it. But how many people in here have kids? I have a kid. I'm a new dad fairly. Only 2 of you. The rest of you are lucky. I have a 2-year-old, and I realize that kids are the only people that we're allowed to lie to right to their face with no remorse. I mean, we don't even lie to our dogs like that. Like, you don't ever just grab the leash and be like, "I'm not taking you outside." Like, we don't lie to kids. We tell them stuff like, "Oh, I watched Frozen for the 30th time today. That's cool." Or, "Yeah, that stick figure looks exactly like me." Or, "I love your mom." We tell them all kinds of lies right to their face. And I don't know why. Some of the lies we tell them are just downright creepy. Like, we tell them lies about Santa Claus. Santa Claus he knows when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good, and in order to get something from him, you sit on his lap and tell him what you want. And that's pretty creepy, but nobody has turned him in yet. My uncle, on the other hand, gets in trouble for that all the time. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. And the Tooth Fairy is probably the worst of them all. The Tooth Fairy breaks into your house while you're sleeping and takes a tooth from underneath your pillow and just flies off and leaves you like $2. It's creepy, but the creepy part is, who's buying these teeth? I mean, like, what's in our teeth that she has to get and just leave you $2? I think if you chop up our teeth, maybe, like, there might be some extra high in there that we don't know about. I don't know for sure. The world would never know. I'm going to do some research and figure out and get to the bottom of this, because it doesn't make any sense. But, I mean, I understand why we lie to kids. You know, because as a parent, you just need them to shut up and be quiet sometimes. And that's the best thing to do sometimes. I know that the moms out here might take offense to this, but dads, we don't get that much love like we should. You know, like Mother's Day comes around and you get, you know, flowers and poems and people tell you how much they love you and, "Mom, you're the best." And then Father's Day comes around and you get like 40% off on ties and belts, basically, so you can go and kill yourself because you're never going to be as good as a mom. Like, it's pretty messed up. And I decided that I was going to do some research and get to the bottom of this. I wanted to know why and when did dad start getting a bad rep. And I traced it all the way back to Joseph. Joseph from the Bible. Yeah, we're going there. Joseph from the Bible. Right, when you think about it, Joseph was pretty much hanging out with his girlfriend, and the angel came down and told him, "Hey, just to let you know, God got your girl pregnant, and you're going to have to raise the kid, and he's going to be the purest kid, and he's going to die for all our sins. Good luck." And just flew off. And Joseph was like, "What? I gotta do what?" And like, I can imagine, because it had to be tough raising Jesus. I mean, because like, you can't really tell him what to do. Like, I guarantee that whole section of the Bible that's missing of Jesus' life, like his teenage years and stuff, consisted of a million conversations like this. "Hey, Jesus, come here, man. Get in here and clean up your room." "Shut up, Joseph. You're not even my real dad. And my dad will raise hell, literally. Don't play with me." And Joseph's like, "Man, you don't even change your diapers." It's messed up. So, like, Barry, I don't have a segue, so I'm just going to say segue. You can imagine whatever you want. Maybe I said something cool. I don't know. Reward systems. I don't understand the purpose of having reward systems, like in stores and things like that. I don't get it. I think if we're going to have reward systems for things where, like, if you do something, you earn something, you get this much, I think we should have it in marriages. All right? Now, follow me here, men. Women, you'll be happy at the end too, hopefully. I just think that, like, I feel like if I come home and I tell my wife, I say, "Hey, guess what? I washed the dishes, I took the dogs on a walk, I fed our son, I gave him a bath, and I ran you a bubble bath as well, that means that I've earned a BJ while watching ESPN. Like, that's a fair trade-off, because she'd be like, the house is immaculate, and he's like, I can watch ESPN without her saying anything. Like, it'll be awesome. Who doesn't want that? Watch ESPN in silence. Oh, it'd be great. Speaking of ESPN, why is poker on ESPN? Poker is not a sport. When your sport, thank you. When your sport consists of you looking at cards and getting up and clapping, that's not a sport. That's not a sport. You know what it's there for, though? It's there for the addicts. It's there for the gambling addicts. And I feel like if we're going to cater towards the addicts, why don't we do something like the Drug Olympics? Oh my goodness, you know how amazing that would be? Like, you'd be like, all right, go around the first block, because you can't get any, crackheads on the track. You gotta get them around the block. Go around the first block, and you smoke 2 joints. You go around this next block, you do 3 shots of heroin right into your veins, and when you come around that last block, you have to smoke 2 joints. And the winner is the person who survives, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You get the Tooth Fairy teeth. That's right. See, I told you I was going to figure it out. I figured it out. That's where the Tooth Fairy teeth come in. Ugh, it's crazy. But I don't know if you guys heard this or not, and this might sound weird coming from me, and you can look it up, but the KKK, a certain faction of the KKK, is allowing blacks, Jews, and gays to join. You can research it. I kid you not. Okay? And the thing is, I'm not going to sign up. I don't know who is, but my thing is, how did that conversation, like, how did they come to that? What was happening? Was the leader sitting there and he's like, Jedediah, get in here. And he's like, yeah, boss, what's up? And he's like, we got to get our numbers up. It's crazy. We only got like 5,000 people. We used to be a strong community. We need to do something. And he's like, let's invite the gays and the Jews, John. And John's like, you know what? I got something better for you, Jedediah. How about we invite the blacks? And Jedediah was like, oh my God, boss, oh my God, that's too much. That's too much. And he says, think about Jedediah. We'll get 50% off on all our cotton. It'll be amazing. And Jedediah's like, I don't know, but if we do that, we're going to have to change the motto. Have to change it to something to make the black people want to come and be a part of our group. And John said, how about we change it to this? You come hang with the Klan. Oh, I'm the black one here. Everybody else is offended. I'm the black guy. Everybody else is like, oh my God. He crossed that. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Come hang with the Klan. Obviously, they didn't pick that. They changed it and decided to change it to Stronger America, which made me decide, well, what about the Mexicans? Why didn't they invite the Mexicans? And they said the numbers would just go through the roof. They would. Mexicans ain't turn down no jobs or nothing, man. Anyway, so I'm towards the end of my set. I just want to bring it back full circle. My dad isn't here today, thank God, but he's at work. He's not dead. I made it sound like he was dead. He's alive. He's just not here. And I love my dad with all my heart, but sometimes he's questionable. He says some questionable things. And I called him one day and I told him, I said, Dad, hey, I got my ears pierced. And he goes, oh my God, does that mean you're gay? And I said, Dad, no. I said, if you get like just the right one pierced, then that means you're gay. If you get the left one pierced, then you're straight. And he goes, well, which one did you get pierced? I said, well, I got both of them pierced. And he goes, does that mean you're bisexual? I said, Dad, you met my wife. What do you mean am I bisexual? He's like, I didn't know if it was a cover-up. Like that. And my dad, serious story. My dad came up to me one time and he said, Josh, and his face was so serious, and he said, is Benjamin Button based on a true story? And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Benjamin Button. Everybody familiar with Benjamin Button? And I looked at my dad, the man who helped raise me, who taught me everything I knew in life, and I said, yes, Dad. You're damn right it is. Because he lied to me about Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, and I own him! All right, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.